My last comment, Mr. Chair, to the chair, to the administration, and to everyone in this room is, Madam Superintendent's done a great job. She's coming here. She's continued to try to do the work that she's trying to do and do it well. To Member Benender, previous superintendent or whatever, this isn't a back and forth here, Mr. Mayor, on who did a better job or who's doing something better, who was suspended more, less, or whatever. These are kids we're talking about here that we're trying to educate in those kinds of things. We can't do this back and forth. We have to be better. We have to be better as a district, as a collective school committee body, to continue to support our educators, support the superintendent, support the administration, support our students, support everyone out there that's trying to do the things to make our kids better. I keep getting up and having this conversation every couple months when this safety and climate stuff come up. Again, we have issues. These are kids. They're dysregulated. We have a lot of mental health stuff going on. And I'm going to tell you, if you, and I talk to Member Mailman about this all the time because I'm in a different realm that she's in, right? She would say, you probably know this better than I do. If you're not in it and you're not seeing it every day, as I do as a social worker every day, and what's going on with these kids, you got kids bouncing around from foster homes, being taken away, abuse, neglect, all these other things. And again, we want to support them in school and provide them the education that they have, because some of these kids don't have that support and stuff outside of school to be able to make it to school every day. So you want to keep them in school as much as you can. Suspending them for long periods of time and things like that is always not the answer. Do they happen? Yes, they do. Kids are suspended. They're suspended for 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, long-term suspended. It always happens. But that's not always the answer. There's a lot of things going on. The world's changing. Things are getting different here. A lot of difficult kids that we're dealing with. We need to try to support them and support them as much as we can with the tools that we have. We're all adults here. You're an educator. There's a lot of educators here. We could think of different things, and we could come together as a body and educators and everything to support our students in school without looking at punitive ways to hurt them and damage them and have long-term lasting effects on what they could be. We all talk about, different pathways to your career and this and that. Well, we can't get there if you're suspending kids all the time. We can't get there if kids are never in school. We have to be able to support this. And we can't go back and forth. I can't take this. We can't go back and forth on who did what or whatever. Madam Superintendent is the superintendent now. She's doing the job that we need her to do. This is why we brought her in here. We need to support her in doing the job that she needs to do, and support this administration, support our educators or whatever. And again, if there's issues out there, we hear about them all the time. We address it. I make my phone calls to get those things addressed. We're not turning a blind eye to things here. We're making sure if kids need to be disciplined, they're going to be disciplined. If they're not, and I hear about it, I call Madam Superintendent, say, listen, what's going on here? No one's trying to say kids should never be disciplined, but we need to be able to do it in a productive way, in the right way moving forward. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.